Welcome to Wealthy Mind, where we talk about all things finances, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the surprising.
Hello and welcome to Wealthy Mind. I am your host, Misty Rose Gold, International Success Coach. And here at Wealthy Mind, we love to help you create and maintain a wealthy mind. Today, I have with me Samantha. Hi, Samantha.
Hello,
How are you?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. I'm excited for our conversation today. It'll be mind-blowing for our listeners.
Hence the name.
So please tell us, what is your name and what is your business?
Samantha Flanagan. I am the owner of Flanagan Law. I am a car accident attorney.
All right, so personal injury attorney, is that right?
Yep, personal injury, focusing on car accidents. Very
Okay,
specific.
very cool. Okay. All right, so thank you for clarifying that because I'm still learning, as we all are. So thank you for coming on the show. I know we have a lot to talk about, and yes, we are going to blow your minds. Let's start with how did you get started? What got you into this line of work?
So it started in high school, let's say. We had a semester focusing on careers, and for whatever reason, I chose paralegal. Not attorney, but paralegal, which is the support staff for an attorney.
Okay.
So I did job shadowing, I wrote reports, I have no idea why I picked that. That was 100 years ago, but I chose paralegal. And so when it was time to, go to college and figure out my career path, I stuck with paralegal. And I was a paralegal for about 15 years. And then I started working for a female attorney at a large firm here in Denver. 6 months into the position, she said, "You're too smart for this. You need to go to law school." And I was like, you
Oh,
know what? I was like, you know what? You're right. Because I was really good at my job. I am good at my job. And that was just the little nudge that I needed to move on to the next level and to grow further
mm,
and really think about what I wanted for my life because I was stagnant being a paralegal. And then I realized that there's more to life than, just staying where you are. And so I went to law school and I opened my own law firm 4.5 years ago.
very
So
nice.
just being an attorney wasn't enough. I decided to be an entrepreneur on top of that. So
So there's massive potential inside of you, is what I'm hearing.
yes, yep.
That's
And
incredible.
it keeps growing. It keeps growing. It's been a fun journey.
Mm. Well, I love potential and I respect that, you know what, this space is too small for me, so I need to grow. I have hit that ceiling many times in my journey. That's really incredible. So thank you for sharing a little bit of your backstory.
Absolutely.
What has it been like to be a business owner for you?
Highs and lows. Highs and lows. I enjoy the freedom of time because I can work on my schedule. When things are going well, I enjoy the freedom of money. But as any entrepreneur can tell you, that it's a roller coaster. It's highs and lows. It's sometimes you got a great month and other months are a little dry. And so it's a little stressful. So you just have to buckle up and try a little bit harder the next month and sooner or later the flow will get there.
Yes, if we are aligned in the right business, Yes,
Yes.
we will get
Yes.
there. Yes. So,
So personal injury law is my passion. I've been doing it my entire career. So coming up on, 25 years if you include all the paralegal work that I've done, because it's been all in personal injury. So I'm very passionate about the area of law that I'm working in. It's the alignment for my business itself has been a journey and I'm getting there. So I am
mhm.
becoming aligned.
Yes, I love that. So I told you guys we were going to blow your mind. This is an attorney who is aligning her business and functioning as an aligned business owner, which is crazy wording for an attorney.
Yes, I'm not like all the other attorneys out there. I care about myself. I care about my staff. I care about my clients. So am I really an attorney?
You have the
I'm a
piece of
unicorn.
paper you
I,
have the paper to prove it.
I'm a unicorn,
So
but I'm
we're
proud of
just,
it.
yeah, and we're going to accept that you're a unicorn. And I appreciate that you are a part of my network and a part of my world. And we have had such a beautiful and interesting and fun journey together. So I kind of wanted to like peel back the curtain a little bit and share as much as you want or as little as you want on that scale, because I think it's important for people to see that we do all go through business challenges. And when I met you, you were going through a massive challenge and super stressed out. So let's talk about the alignment piece of when you and I met to where you are now.
Sure. So when you and I met, it was only about a month ago, and so much has changed in this last month. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing, you might say.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So when I first met you, I was in a very dark place. I was not happy. I was not aligned. I was I was struggling because my ultimate goal is for my company to run itself. I think that's the goal for a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners. They don't want to do the work themselves all day, every day. They want to hire staff and eventually be able to just take a step back and have the company run itself. And that's my ultimate goal.
Hmm.
And so during my personal growth journey the last couple months, I was trying to figure out what the next steps were in order to reach that goal. And so I started focusing on leadership training because I'm a newer entrepreneur, newer employer. That's a skill set that I haven't yet developed. So I was doing
Right.
leadership training and they kept talking about putting the right people in the right seats. And it's the alignment part to make sure that everything is going to function smoothly in order for the businesses to succeed and for me to reach my goals. And I didn't feel that I had clarity on that.
Hmm.
And it caused a lot of depression. But in the last 30 days, I've been working a lot more on clarity in what I want and what I need.
Hmm.
And it's been game changing. My mindset is so much better now than it was before.
That's
And
wonderful.
I've made some changes in the business that I think are for the best. Time will tell, but I'm becoming aligned.
Yes. And you're much happier. The stress levels have reduced so much. It's amazing to just watch the process that you're going through. So it's, I'm participating in your journey, but you're participating in your journey too as a business owner. And when those two things come together, magic happens. If me as a coach is the only person participating in that person's business journey, it doesn't quite work. But it shows me how much you showed up, and you showed up in such a profound way of working on your mindset, because that's where it all starts and stops with each of us. It all starts in our head. And you started diligently working on your mindset, and I was like, whoa, I'm impressed. You just took the bull by the horns and went for it, and it was
Right?
awesome. And look at where we are today. You're in a much better position with your business. You have a clean slate. You're looking at like, okay, cool. How do I do this better now?
Right.
I I earned my stripes and had a bunch of mistakes, and now how do I do it better? Which everybody goes through as a business owner, by the way. We all
Yep.
do it. We all have to earn our stripes. There's like a business god out there somewhere that says everybody has to make mistakes. Everybody has to earn their stripes, and then they'll eventually figure it out. So,
Yes.
yeah.
One comment I want to make about the mindset is that I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this, but when things are bad, it's when I focus on, gratitude journals and try to find the best of things and really focus on the mindset and trying to change that. And then when things are good, I stop with the gratitude because things are
Mm,
good.
mm,
And then the roller coaster happens, you start falling down
yes.
and and you just have to be a little more consistent and mindful. And don't forget where you've come from and where you're going, but be grateful for all of it. And that's one thing I'm trying not to forget. So I'm in the thick of personal growth and gratitude and in mindset, and I need to be consistent with it while
Mm,
I'm on the uphill climb so I don't fall again. And if I do fall, maybe not as far.
100%. Thank you for bringing that up because it's so crucial. Like a lot of people get to that place where, oh, things are good. And then they lax on the mindset, they lax on the gratitude. They just let it all kind of drift aside. But guess what happens?
Yeah,
Any any subconscious programming that we have that's negative, that's taken over. Any outside noise that we hear on a regular basis, it's going to take over eventually. If we're not intentionally driving our minds in a direction, there's a lot of other influences that are going to take over and drive us in a specific direction, and it's probably not going to be a good one. So
right,
it's so important to stay consistent, even if you don't feel like it's necessary because, oh, I'm in a good spot now. No, it's still necessary because life still happens. You're a human, you've got programming that you haven't even explored, and that stuff will take over if you let it in 2 seconds. So, um, consistency is a huge part of success over time. If we consistently show up in these areas, and I love that you're working on that mental consistency of gratitude because it's going to keep you aligned with your highest potential. It
right,
just is. It's a special, rich energy that keeps us aligned with our next level. It keeps us aligned with expansiveness, and there's like this unlimited potential and possibility and unlimited resources in that space of gratitude. And when we shift away from that, it puts us in a limited space. It puts us maybe down a fear path or a scarcity path or a victim path or whatever that is. It's like, no, I want to be in a place that's unlimited. Thank you very much. So, pun intended, gratitude. So, thank you for doing that for yourself and also for anybody that gets a chance to listen to this episode because it's so crucial. And a lot of people underestimate the power of our minds, that they underestimate the power of what thoughts we choose to think. But you are a perfect example of your thoughts, making it light outside or dark outside.
yep.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for helping me start that journey.
Mm.
I think a lot of it had to do with our initial conversation. It was a little push that I needed to give myself a mental reset, and
You're
it's
welcome.
working.
Thank you for taking the bull by the horns and running with it. It's magic.
Right?
I mean, imagine if I said what I said when we first met, but you didn't take the bull by the horns. Like, that wouldn't have been as magical. So, anyway, kudos to you. Thank you for doing the work. I love to see business owners thrive. I love to see business owners find that fulfillment because We don't have to be stressed out. We don't have to be on the edge of burnout every freaking day. Like we can have fulfillment. It's just about taking the limitations off of our minds. What thoughts are we thinking that are creating those limitations? Are we thinking that we have to work 15-hour days in order to make more money? No, that's bullshit. Like I always put the same parameters on myself of here is the days that I work throughout the week, and it's not 5 days, by the way. And how do I make the money I want to make within that time frame? Not working extra, but it forces me to open my mind and get creative and figure out, oh, well, this could work. I can make more money here by implementing X, Y, and Z. So it's really powerful. Hello, you're back.
Sorry about that. We lost connection for a minute.
Yes. So, as I was saying, it is very important for us to stay consistent with our mindset and make sure that we're not limiting ourselves. So, the limitations that we place on ourselves are very harmful, and we need to take an honest look at what those are. And I'm always looking at that myself. I'm like, okay, so I have this time frame that I do everything in within the week. And if I see any space in there where I'm like, oh, I can't, no, that's crap. That's a limitation that I'm putting on myself. So how do I increase my finances and my income in that same amount of time? And if you look at it that way, it challenges us to look at our own limitations and get out of our own way and think differently and expand our thought process. And it's such a wonderful thing. So, yeah, my little
Yes, look
soapbox.
for look for opportunities instead of obstacles.
Yes, most definitely. And I think it's a fun challenge. Like for me, I love the business challenges of, okay, well, here's the days that I work, here's the times that I work. Now, how? Just how? Let's go figure out how.
Yes.
It's an adventure. So if you can get your mindset shifted in that direction, there's much more fulfillment in business. Um, there's a lot of mindset stuff that we have to work through as business owners if we want to have internal peace, if we want to be successful and fulfilled at the same time and find that alignment, like that deeper alignment with ourselves, with life, with everything around us. It's so possible as business owners, and you're proving that. And I love that you're proving
Thank you. Me too.
that. And I'm super grateful that powers greater than us put us together, and here we are. Um,
Absolutely.
so, from your perspective, what do you think our audience needs to hear?
Never give up,
Mm,
even when things get hard.
mm,
Never get up. Mindset. Mindset is everything. Even if you don't really believe it at first, it's kind of a fake it till you make it. And it'll get there. It'll get there. You just have to be mindful of your subconscious, because if you say one thing and you don't believe it, the subconscious is going to take over. So choose your words wisely. That's why I tell myself that I am becoming aligned, I am becoming
mm,
at peace, because then the subconscious doesn't fight back as much because I am becoming. I will
mm.
get there.
I love that. And I'm so glad you brought that up because the subconscious is the biggest bullshit detector on the planet. So, and I'm just going to blow your minds a little bit more because the I am statements don't work unless you are it. So if you say I am aligned and you're not, it's bullshit and the subconscious rejects it and you'll feel it. You'll feel there's a friction inside of you. So you can find a way to reframe it of I'm becoming aligned or um, I'm working on $1 million each year, instead of saying I am a millionaire. Like your subconscious is going to be like, if you're not a millionaire, shut up. Like stop it.
True
So we
story.
have to we have to find these little workarounds and a little bypass. So from a spiritual perspective, I like to say thank you. for whatever it is. And that bypasses the subconscious immediately. So thank you for alignment. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for wealth. Thank you for $1 million a year. Thank you for blah, 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 fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're looking for. And I find
Right.
that that is much more effective than saying I am, because
Yep.
why fight the subconscious?
Right. Another trick that I implement is that you might not get what you want in life, and that's okay. So when you set your intentions, I like to end with this or something better. And
Mm,
and I got that from a another coach of mine that I've worked with in the past. That's her favorite saying. So whenever you set an intention, it's this or something better. That way, if you don't get exactly what you want,
you'll
you
get
might
what you need.
actually, yeah, you get what you need, and it might actually be better for you
Yeah,
in the long run.
it is. Life has a beautiful way of saying, you know what? Give me that old ratty teddy bear that you think you need, because I got a brand new one.
Yep, I
Hmm.
like that. I like that. Yep.
So say it again for me. It's
This or something better.
this or something better. So thank you for $1 million a year or something better. Hey.
Right? Right? Maybe it's an asset worth $1 million. That's the something better
Mm,
instead of the cash, as an example.
mm. Yeah, mine right now
So
is thank you for a cabin in the mountains.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It might start out as a tent, but it'd be in the mountains. This or something better.
Yes. And I know better. I know better to try to dictate how it happens or when it happens. But it was one of those things when I was taking a drive up in the mountains this weekend where it just came out of me and it felt so aligned. I was like, yes. Oh, I could feel having my own little cabin in the mountains because I used to live in the mountains, but it's too much to live in the mountains for me. Like, I need to be in the city. I'm a business person, I'm a people person. Like, I love my life here, but I
Right.
also need to unplug. And yes, I have places where I can go rent a room for a couple of nights at a hotel. But this time it was so different. I was like, oh, yes, it's time. Yes, thank you for a cabin in the mountains because I need that time to just go and be my wood nymph little self and like unplug completely. And there's no cell service anywhere near me. And, just mm, I love inner peace. Like it's my jam. So to think about that, it was like, oh, okay, there's a goal. Like, because I'm not a materialistic person. So for me to have something attached to a financial goal is very rare, other
Yeah.
than a dollar amount. Um,
Right.
but now I actually have like something that is a property or a possession that I can attach my desire to and my efforts toward. So it was really special when that came out of me. And when it does, when it just naturally just pops out, it's like, oh, that's aligned. Cool. I feel it. I feel the alignment. Now I just have to let go of how or when.
Yeah.
That's the key. But I love what you said because you're like, oh, thank you for my cabin in the mountains or something better.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yes. So this is the Wealthy Mind podcast. We've talked a little bit about money, but your your service to people, it touches on one of their main assets, which is their car. So you're a personal injury attorney and you specialize in automobile accidents, right?
Yep.
How
So
do you help out like on the financial side of things? Like, because I always love to bring in the financial conversation.
absolutely. So the property damage side of a car accident, there's not much that an attorney can add value to on that because it's an inanimate object. And the
Mm,
insurance companies have software programs that throws the specs of the car into their program. It spits out a number. That's what you're stuck with. But as far as the personal injury portion, there's a lot that I can do there. So in my business, the way and why I started my own business as opposed to work for another firm is that I wanted to help my clients heal after a car accident. So it's health first. And
Mm,
that where the money part can come in is that sometimes it's expensive to see the doctor, especially if you don't have health insurance. And
mm-hmm,
even if you do have health insurance, you got the copays.
mm-hmm,
And those can add up if you're going to physical therapy 3 times a week and you got to fork out 20 to 50 bucks every visit. Like it's financially draining. But I've built my business and my network with other medical providers that will work on a lien basis. So you don't have to pay the bills out of your own pocket. The medical doctors will get paid out of the settlement. So
oh,
I help clients that way that they don't have to worry about the financial struggle in the healing process. They can just focus on healing and
hmm.
we'll take care of the medical bills later.
Oh, I
And what
love that.
and why I love personal injury law on top of that part is that clients don't pay me for my services. My fee is a percentage of whatever I can get the case settled for.
Mm-hmm,
So the money comes out of the settlement and from the insurance company, not from my client. Instead, I hand my client a check at the end instead of
mm-hmm,
asking them for money. And it's a feel good area of law for me. Like I'm helping people heal, I'm helping them get back on their feet, and I give them money.
hmm. I like it, and I can feel the richness of how just fulfilling it is for you. That's incredible.
Yep.
So you work with doctors that are willing to treat the injured parties until the settlement. They don't ask for money until the settlement. That's incredible.
Yep.
Huh.
Not a lot of doctors do that, but
No.
there's a select few, and I've built the relationships, and I only send my clients to the providers that I know are going to take care of them,
Mm.
that I am in alignment with.
Yes. Yes.
Because if I don't like them, I'm not going to send my clients there. So we work well together,
That's
and we have
amazing.
a common goal for the clients to get better. Because if they're happy and healthy, then it makes all of our jobs easier.
Hmm. So you work to really make sure that there's no out-of-pocket costs for your clients.
Yes. It
Huh.
doesn't work all the time, but I do what I can to make that happen.
That's incredible. Huh. Wow. I am
They're going through a
grateful.
lot of stress, and I don't want money to be a stressor for them.
Hmm. Well, this conversation makes me even more grateful to know you. So thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you for serving. Thank you for serving the people in this unique way and caring so much that you go above and beyond to try to make sure that they don't have any out-of-pocket costs on legal fees or medical fees until the settlement, and the settlement takes care of it. So, uh, just thinking about it, if I were in that position, it gives me peace of mind straight away. It just, it calms me to know that there's somebody out there that can really take care of that process for me and with me and help me get the best results for myself and take the stress out as much as possible because stress is counterintuitive to healing. It just is.
Yes.
So thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up in such an incredible and profound way as an attorney. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's how I try to differentiate myself from all the other attorneys out there. The personal injury attorneys have a bad reputation,
Mm,
and I'm trying to change that one client at a time.
heck yeah, girl. That's amazing. Well, if you guys are as impressed with Samantha as I am, please reach out to her. What's your website?
Flanagan.law. And Flanagan is all A's, Flanagan. And it's .law, not .com. It's .law.
Okay, Flanagan.law.
Yep.
Do you have a Google page?
Yes.
Okay, so if they go into Google Maps, they can type in Flanagan Law and you'll pop up, right?
Yes. Yep.
Is there a phone number in there?
Yes.
Okay.
720-928-9178.
Hmm. Amazing. You have blown my mind. I hope we've blown the listeners' minds. Like, incredible. Wow. Oh, the other question, are you in state only or do you work nationally?
I'm only licensed in Colorado right now, but our
Okay.
office is virtual, so I can work statewide.
Oh, very nice. All right.
Yeah. Clients don't have to drive to another office to work with me. I handle everything virtually. It's easier for everybody.
Okay. Well, if you guys are in Colorado and you happen to have an accident, automobile accident, please reach out to Samantha. She is going to make sure that you are as stress-free as possible.
Yes, as possible.
Wonderful.
No, I'm here for you.
Thank you. So, wow. Okay, my mind is blown. That was unexpected. Thank you. You guys, again, reach out to Samantha if you need her at some point. I hope you don't, but if you do, please reach out to her, Flanagan.law. And thank you very much for being amazing listeners. And until next time, we will see you guys soon.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wealthy Mind podcast. Please be sure to download the Wealthy Mind app today and make sure to support your local Dress for Success.